Hello, welcome everyone for this Fibonacci extension video playlist, part 1 of the video. All the videos of this playlist will be available in the description. You can make sure to watch this entire playlist, all the parts of the videos. So in this video, we'll discuss about the process, the way I mark Fibonacci extension. There are two different types, two different ways. First of all, what Fibonacci I need to select. Can see here, can go on the tools. This is, and there is an option called the second option, probably trend based Fibonacci extension. I'm just trying to select it. So let's start with the type 1. First of all, what is important here to understand is the open of the price. Next days, upcoming trading days, market open will decide the type of marking. If very simple, previous days high, previous days low. Okay, and the center point, the midpoint. How to calculate midpoint? Very simple, straightforward calculations. Will not take much time. What is the low here? Low of the day is 43,432. I is 43,598. 43,432. 43,598. Right? I'm getting 166 points. So day's range is 166 points. So if I'm dividing it by 2, 83 points. Either I can subtract it from the high of the day, previous day's high, or add it by the low of the day. I'll do it simple, subtract it with the high of the day, 43,598. So my midpoint is 43,515 is my midpoint. So यहाँ पे these three things to be noted: high, low, and the midpoint. So let me quickly mark this 43,515. This is my midpoint, which is marked previous days. High is marked previous days. Low is marked. Once I have done marking all this, what is required? Type 1. Let's first understand type 1 to mark Fibonacci extension. Type 1 is very simple. For both type 1 and type 2, I need to see where the price is opening. If price is opening above the midpoint of previous trading session, anything above the midpoint or above previous day's high, if price next trading session price is opening above the previous day's midpoint, I will be using type 1 method to mark Fibonacci extension. I'll explain you what is the type 1, type 2 method, but be clear with when to choose type 1, when I will be choosing type 2. So type 1, I will repeat, if price, next day's price, next trading session opening is above the midpoint of previous trading session, then I'll be choosing type 1. Now, what is the condition rule to which I used to mark type 2? If the next trading session open is below the previous day's midpoint, it can be below the previous day's midpoint or below previous day's low. Anything, both are almost matching the conditions. If opening is next trading session open is below the midpoint of previous trading session, it's like somewhere here, anywhere below midpoint, then I'll be using type 2 method to mark the Fibonacci extension. Now let's understand यहाँ पे where the price is opening. This is next trading session. Price is opening above the previous day's midpoint. So what method I need to choose, which I will be choosing, is type 1. So let me take the Fibonacci extension. Type 1 is simple, straightforward. Before marking, I want to show you in Fibonacci extension, I need to select 3 points. 3 points has to be selected, then only the automatic levels will be marked. Before that, I'll be telling you the settings Okay, I'll just want to just show this, the settings. I'll be making this as my default settings. I'll be going to the style just randomly, just do it one times. What I do is randomly, I just select 3 points to make my setting very clear. No color. Once I just click on the settings style, I'll be making sure all these will be turned on like this. It will be like this. So for me, the first rule is turning off everything. Only 3 things will be on. That is 0 level, 0.68 level and 1. These are the 3 levels which I will be turning on, and all the 3 levels will be simple dark black color to make sure there is no color which is getting distracting us. And then simply I'll be saving as my default. I'll be save as this or new save as. I have already saved as a new. You can just click on save as and type any name and click OK. Once done, this setting is done. Now, once setting is done, now let's go to the type 1. How to mark? What will ask? Fibonacci extension will ask 3 points. The first point will be as the open is above the previous day's midpoint. First point I'll be selecting point 1 will be previous day's low. Listen carefully. Point 1 will be previous day's low. Point 2 will be previous day's high. Point 3 will be from the previous day's close, the nearest bullish rejection or nearest bullish pullback. Because price is opening above the midpoint of previous trading session, I'll be choosing from the previous day's close, the nearest bullish pullback is my third point. Point 1 is previous day's low. Point 2, previous day's high. Point 3 is the bullish pullback rejection. यहाँ पे price trying to came down, price rejected. This is nearest to the close. यहाँ पे price tried to reject. यहाँ पे also, here also price rejected, but no, near to the close. If you have not understood, no problem. I will show you more examples also. You can make sure to watch it in the video playlist series. So what I'll be doing is straight away using the Fibonacci trend-based extension. My selection point is as it is type 1 previous day's low, previous day's high and nearest pullback rejection. This is the point I'm selecting here. I just want to drag the level and I've just selected. That's it. I have marked the Fibonacci extension. Okay, in the probably in next upcoming videos, I will tell you how to use this because every level is important. 1.680, each has its own importance to identify the direction, understand bulls, bears who are in control. But in this first video of the part 1, I'm just trying to show you how to mark both the type. This is type 1 is done. Now same example, I will take a different example here to make sure to mark and show you the type 2. So type 2, what is telling us first, this is previous days. I'm just trying to plot it quickly. Previous days low, previous days high, midpoint probably coming around somewhere around here. Okay. So the open is simple. Price midpoint has to be calculated. I'm just nearest midpoint. I'm just plotting it for quickly. Price next day's open is below the midpoint. So what I'll be doing here is just opposite of the type 1. First point will be previous day's high. Second point will be previous day's low. Third point from the closed nearest bearish pullback rejection. यहाँ पे price went up, came down. From the close, this is the nearest. We have one over here and one also over here. जहाँ पे price went up, came down, rejection. Went up, came down, rejection. I want to select the nearest rejection from the bearish players comparing to the close. So this is the one I'll be selecting. So how I'll be marking here is very simple. Point 1 is previous day's high. Point 2 previous day's low. Point 3 is nearest rejection area. Actually, this is the point I need to mark. I need to just drag it here. I'm just trying to drag it. Just a minute. Yes, I have marked it. So this will be the next day's level as per, sorry, Fibonacci extension as per type 2 method. Now, how to use it, when to use it, where to use, how I'll be using it, I'll be explaining you probably in upcoming videos. Okay, this to make sure, Jampi, you need to have awareness key how I am marking the Fibonacci extension. Probably in the next part 2 of the video, I'll be explaining the Y0, 0.68 and 1. Only 3 levels has been used. What is the advantage? What is the use of it? How to understand direction, how to find bull spears. Lot more things will be discussed in the part 2. Entire video playlist series will be available. The links in the description. So make sure stay connected with us by make sure to subscribe this channel. So you will be staying connected. You will not miss any of the videos.